Well. Look who's back on YouTube as if they never left. Except, I absolutely left. It's been over 2 years, and I wish I had a good excuse like I was abducted by aliens and trained in galactic martial arts. But I don't. I just stopped. Now, before I tell you this story, let me go make some tea. I'll be right back. Cue the intro. Now let's rewind to 2020. You remember 2020, right? The year the world basically said, what if we just didn't? I started YouTube in 2020 like many of us did. Slightly bored, overly ambitious, and definitely underqualified. My videos, oh wow, they were a beautiful disaster. It was like cooking lasagna in a toaster oven. There was effort, there was heat, but the results, questionable. My editing, that was tragic. Lighting, always looked like I filmed in a haunted basement. My audio, I always sounded like I was trapped in a Pringles can. But you know what? I did it. I still showed up. Then of course, life happened.
There's currently no vaccine outbreak.
And not in the cute, I got a dog, fell in love kind of way. More like, plot twist, everything you planned? Scratch that, we're going freestyle now. All of a sudden, YouTube began to feel like the gym membership you pay for but never use. You just see the email every month like, wow, that's still a thing? I just kept telling myself, I'll post next week. Then next week became next month, and next month, well, you know, turned into 2 years. Suddenly, I'm asking myself the question, did I retire without telling anyone? But let's talk about support, because, oh boy, you really find out who's cheering for you when you're doing something creative. Some of y'all have friends or family that shows up in matching t-shirts to cheer for you. Me? Well, my biggest supporter was the YouTube algorithm, and even that was like, I'll pass. I posted my first video, and to date, I only have a little over 300 views on that video. I was hype. I was like, we got a crowd. But then I realized 299% of those views was just me rewatching the videos, just checking if my eyes were straight or if I said the right thing. My friends, they're pretty much silent in those videos. But here's the thing, I simply don't care. And not in a bitter kind of way, in a more free way. Like, I'm not doing this for likes anymore. I'm doing this because I like it. See what I did there? Bars. So why now? Why come back after 2 years of ghosting like a bad Tinder date? Well, that's simply because something inside me just won't shut up. Have you ever had that creative itch that just keeps scratching itself even when you're ignoring it? Every time I scroll past a YouTube video, my inner voice keeps telling me, hey, you could have done that better, but go off, I guess. So now I've realized that I don't need to be perfect. Don't need a studio. I don't need viral numbers. I simply need to press record and be real. So no, this comeback isn't glamorous. There's no big trailer, no Netflix deal. Well, not yet anyway. It's just me, a camera, and probably a computer that sounds like it's about to take off every time I render a video. But I'm back, and I'm here to stay. Unless I ghost again. Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, hold me accountable. I'm making content for the people who've ever started something and stopped. For people who feel behind. For people who feel unseen. For people who don't have a cheer squad but show up anyway. There will be videos about life, videos about tech. Maybe I'll review a gadget or two that absolutely nobody asked for. Maybe I'll tell you a story about something that awkwardly happened to me at the grocery store or the gas station. Or whatever, who knows. But one thing's for sure and two things for certain, we're gonna laugh. Because if I can't laugh at myself, somebody else will, and I definitely like to beat them to it. Now, if you've made it this far, first of all, you deserve a cookie, and secondly, thank you so much. If you are new here, welcome to this wildly unpredictable journey. If you've been here since 2020 and somehow you are still subscribed, well, you are the chosen one. Now, to anyone who's ever felt like quitting, trust me, I get it, but maybe today's the day you try again, even if nobody claps, even if your video gets 5 views, or even if you film with with a potato. So yeah, I'm back. I'm weird. I'm slightly awkward, but honestly, I'm here and I'm just getting started. So go ahead and hit that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe if you're into underdog energy, and comment below if you've ever taken a break from anything and had to talk yourself back into it. Until next time, peace, purpose, and potatoes. But then I realized 299% of those views was just me checking to see if my eyes were straight, or I said, for people who don't have a cheer squad, but damn. No, if you've made it this, this script is driving me crazy.